today I'm gonna be doing I've been doing a series where I've been showing like cheap, easy things you can do. And there's my daughter. Spinning, go. With dinner, and a buddy of mine asked me to show a good steak one. And we typically like ribeyes. Not a big fan of like fillets, but like ribeyes are kind of expensive right now, as y'all have been seeing. These flank steaks though, you can get flank steak cheap almost anywhere if you're talking about per pound. You're gonna buy a lot typically to get one, at least a pound of it. But this good size one right here, as you can see, that's a pretty good chunk. It's pretty thick. That one and this one together, they were $8.69 a pound. So that's not too bad of a price if you're gonna go up to somewhere like Costco and get it. If you're gonna go to your normal like neighborhood grocery store, this stuff's gonna be expensive. So finding them at Costco and buying them in bulk, you might spend more up front, but in the long end, you're gonna be saving money. Another tip that I haven't done yet, or haven't told you guys yet, but I do sometimes myself, is when you go to Walmart or your local grocery store, you look in that aisle where the, in the section where the steaks are, and at Walmart they have the yellow tabs on steaks that are really cheap. Go please. What?
I got this rainbow ball for my birthday.
She's got amazing stories. Anyway, you can find the yellow tags on steaks at Walmart, and they are marked down like half price. Typically, they're going to be like the sold by date's going to be the following day, and you can get really good deals on steaks that way too. If you get them like that, you don't want to cook them that night, just take them home and freeze them, thaw them out and cook them again, or cook them once they're done, once you're ready for them, and that's a good way to do it. What I'm going to show you how I do this one, show you this quick marinade that I like to make. I typically do this marinade with cuts of deer. Like whenever I shoot a deer, I will cut like each individual muscle off the rear hams, and each one of those will be a little roast. And I love marinating in this mill marinade I'm going to make now. It's kind of Asian inspired. Get some hot sauce in it, some ginger, garlic. I'll go over what's all in it specifically, but I don't really do specific amounts. I just kind of eyeball it and see what looks good, and that's kind of how I base my stuff off of. So I'm going to show you how I mix up this marinade for these flank steaks and show you how I do it. All right, here's a quick, simple marinade I like to do. So I usually use coconut aminos for the whole thing, but I don't have very much of it today. I forgot I got to go to the store and get any. So I'll add a little bit of extra of the soy sauce. Doesn't take much. Then what I like to do, just squirt some ginger in there. It'd probably come out to about 2 tablespoons worth. If you want to measure, if you're really into measuring stuff, I just like to do it, eyeball it. Garlic here. We'll just call this a nice teaspoon. Olive oil, if you want me to measure it, I'll probably do 4 of these, which would be about 2 tablespoons, a little bit less. And one more. And then, just for a little extra kick, I think everybody likes this. If you saw my last video, I did that sriracha seasoning on the pork belly burn ends, and then I did the sriracha barbecue sauce. I shall measure it for you too. With this cut with honey, and that was freaking awesome. I hope you guys saw that one. I want you guys to do that. Let me know what you think. We'll just do 2 teaspoons in there. And what I'll do is I'll mix this all up real good, and then I'll get it poured in to the container here that's holding the steaks, and then we will let it sit all day. It's only 11 o'clock right now. I won't even cook these and grill them up till, I don't know, probably 6 o'clock tonight, so that I have plenty of time to soak all this up. I'll show you how we do that. I'm not sure how much this part helps, but when you marinate stuff, I like to poke holes in it. You're not going to mess the meat up or anything, but I like to poke holes in it. Maybe it'll help get that marinade inside the meat better. I mean, steak's not the most porous, just like chicken. So you poke holes in it, kind of all over. Both sides. Can't hurt it. I love these. These are some of the best steaks too. If you cook them just right and nail it medium rare, which hopefully I can show you later, they're always freaking awesome. One thing you do have to remember too is you gotta cut against the grain on these. If you cut with the grain, it's just worthless. So getting everything all mixed up here. Cool. So what I'll do, mix these around real good, make sure everything's coated on here, and then just let them sit in the fridge. And then what you do, some people don't do this, but I was always told, when you marinate something, once it's all soaked in and you get ready to cook it, you're gonna want to at least pat it dry before you throw it on the grill. And what I'll do is I'll pat this dry. Everything's coated now. And what I'll do once I pat it dry is I'll take it and then I'll put some salt and pepper. I'll probably just do salt and pepper on it. I'm not sure I'll add anything else. That's probably gonna be just fine with all these flavors already in here. So that looks pretty good. I'm gonna let this sit for about the next 5 hours and then I'm gonna get it out on the grill. Probably gonna cook at 550 on the Masterbuilt. Thought about getting the Weber out, but I think the Masterbuilt will be fine for this tonight. So let this baby sit all day and then we'll come back and revisit it right for dinner. All right, just pulled these from the marinade. I'm just gonna do simple salt and pepper on these because it's got plenty of flavor added with that marinade as well. So just gonna do kosher salt. And this is just Great Values, their grind black pepper, like so their coarse one. And it's decent size. I don't know about the mesh and all that shit. I don't really care either. I don't think it matters. But a little salt, a little pepper, not too much salt either because we got that freaking soy sauce and that coconut aminos on there also. So I will be finishing these up, and I decided to go ahead and cook on the Weber tonight. Just thought that would be a good change of pace on things. That's why I got it. So I'm gonna throw these on the Weber here in a little bit. All right, getting the kettle fired up tonight. Got the chimenea full of cowboy lump charcoal. This is that huge bag you can get at Costco for like 34. No, it's 20. It's 18 bucks, but it's 34 pounds. Like it's a huge, great deal. So 34 pounds, 18 bucks. Hard to pass up on that. Burns super hot, burns super clean. This cowboy, B&B, and then probably the Blues Hog would be third. I'm thinking this is probably number one. I like the blend of the wood that it comes out of too. So we're gonna get this thing fired up. You see I got my oven mitt on. This thing is hot. Get this in there. Come back out, spread it all out. Let it keep rocking. Put the grill on. Bring those flank steaks out. All right. You got the coals all spread out. We get the grill back on. Ooh, baby, it's rocking. I'm not gonna put the top on. I'm gonna let this thing burn off for a second. Come out here and scrape it. Bring those steaks out here. It's gonna be sizzling, boy. All right, these are gonna be freaking awesome. So what I did, I actually did dab these off quite a bit, but they're still a little wet, but not too bad. I'm just gonna let them cook right over this open fire. I'm not even putting the top on, I don't think. Keep them coals hot. Get a good crust on here with that marinade too. It's gonna be freaking awesome. I lied, I put the top on it. It's really weird right now. It's like sunny 1 second, cloudy 1 second. It was raining a second ago, so I put the top on it, and now it's not. So it's just Kansas City weather, man. It's just how it is. But picked this bad boy up for like 60 bucks on Facebook Marketplace. So if you guys are ever out looking for something like this, man, it is a great thing to add to your deal. People say they like gas because it's so much more convenient. I'm like, it literally takes 10 minutes to get a chimenea charcoal going and throw it down in here and get rocking it, and it tastes freaking way better. We all know that. So anyway, this thing is up to almost 400 degrees already. Letting it go, and I can't wait till these things get done. First look, it's been about 4 minutes. Getting good char on that back side right there. I'm gonna go ahead and just give them both a half turn. Oh yeah, see that edge over there? That's my edge. Let these probably go for a couple more minutes. Come back out and look at them again. All right, I just temp these, and it looks like they're about 120, 125, so it's a good time to pull them off, let them rest for about 10 minutes. That way they contain all the juices and don't lose too much. That one looks awesome right there. I might eat that whole thing tonight. But that's what they look like when you pull them off. Good marinade gives you that good crust. Look at that, it's that fat part right there that left on top. There we go. Let them rest, and then cut them up, see how they turned out. All right, these have been resting long enough. I'm gonna go ahead and cut into them. I'm gonna go straight to the middle so you can see what the middle part looks like. They're really easy to keep track of which way the grain's running, as long as you don't overseason them, I guess. But I can see it's all running this way, so just cut right down the middle. Oh yeah, that's nailed right there. That's gonna be good. I'm gonna get some thin slices off of here. We're gonna put this in some brown rice with a little bit of, I think it's a cabbage type coleslaw mix that we sauteed, and threw in some zucchini too, just to add a little bit extra to it. So that's all pretty, like I said, this stuff's cheap and easy, man. This should be an easy thing to do. Marinade was pretty simple. Most people have that stuff at home. If you don't, Obviously that would add to the cost, but nothing too crazy. All right. Go ahead and cut into this part right here. So that's what it should look like, kind of like a little brisket piece, but it is super tender when you cut it right. It's what you call, excuse me, flavor explosion. The ginger and the garlic, to me, are the main parts that you can really taste, and then the hot sauce just, I think, adds a kick. It might just make you feel good about putting it in there. It probably doesn't do much, but always wait to salt and pepper afterwards. So dab it dry, salt and pepper afterwards, and then grill it up. It'll always be better that way. So hope you guys like this one. It just looks better the more it sits. Should let it relax for 20 minutes. So if you like what you're seeing, appreciate it. Like, subscribe, share with your friends.